In this video, we're going to cover the positives as well as the negatives of single-celled organisms. We're also going to discuss the probiotics, antibiotics, as well as the examples of pathogenic single-celled organisms. I hope that this video is going to help you to understand the relationship between humans and single-celled organisms. We are also going to discuss various examples. By using those examples, we can understand this particular relationship. With that note, if you're new to the channel, then please do subscribe to the channel and show your support. Let's move on to the presentation part. Let's discuss single-celled organisms. What are the positive points of single-celled organism and what are the negative points? We're not going to discuss all the single-celled organism. We're going to get the examples of few of the single-celled organisms. We're going to get the examples of bacteria, protozoa, harmful as well as pathogenic organisms as well. So let's start with the bacteria or archaea. They are beneficial to human body. We can use bacteria as probiotics, so definitely we can use bacteria as a beneficial agent to human body. Second thing is the harmful microorganisms. The examples are Mycobacterium tuberculosis, Vibrio cholerae, Salmonella. These are some of the examples that cause serious infection in case of humans. There are many other opportunistic pathogens. So the point is, microorganisms, they can be beneficial as well as they can be harmful to our system. Here I'm trying to show you the human body, and the green colored spots, they are the beneficial microorganisms. So let's discuss how this relationship actually works. In case of human and microbial relationship, humans, they provide shelter. So let me write it down. Humans, they provide shelter, and microorganisms, they help in the digestion of the food and provide nutrients to our body. Where this interaction happens, the example we can take of the intestine and the E. coli relationship. And we can also use many other organisms as probiotics. So this is the point one where we can see there is a beneficial interaction happening between humans and microorganisms. Now let's discuss the harmful interaction. Here in red color, you're seeing the pathogenic organisms, and the relationship that we're going to discuss is the pathogenic relationship, right? So we're going to call these single-celled organisms as pathogen, and how the infection happens when we have low immune system, low immunity, and the bacteria is able to infect our body. In that case, we need antibiotics that are also produced by microorganisms. Use these antimicrobial agents that can protect our system. So this was just a brief introduction about the relationship of single-celled organism and humans. There are many dimensions to this particular relationship. Now let's discuss the protozoa. Some of the beneficial effect of the protozoa. They are beneficial to the fertility of the soil. They excrete chemicals that are beneficial for the soil. They excrete some important chemicals. They are important in case of the waste management system. They are important for the marine ecosystem. How they are important for the marine ecosystem? Because they consume phytoplankton, and they also harbor photosynthetic algae. Photosynthetic algae helps in the photosynthesis. Now let's discuss some of the harmful points. In harmful points, you have pathogenic protozoa, which is Entamoeba histolytica. I'm sure you have heard this name. Trypanosoma, serious pathogenic organism. You have Plasmodium falciparum that cause an important disease, which is malaria. So as you can see, there is a beneficial as well as the harmful relationship between pathogenic organism as well as the beneficial organisms with humans. Right? So we need to understand the dynamics of this relationship, which is very complex. So I hope now you understand what is the beneficial as well as the harmful effect of single-celled organisms on our body, on our environment. Although this topic is huge and beyond the scope of my short videos, but I hope now you have a little bit of a clear idea of this relationship, and I want you to read more about these interactions. They are really important, and if you want to do research on these particular topics, they're going to fascinate you, because this topic is really important. We know microbial pathogenic organisms, they are tremendously dangerous to our health, right? So I hope that this video was helpful for you to understand the single-celled organisms. All right, I hope the video was helpful for you to understand the positives as well as the negatives of single-celled organisms. We have discussed the pathogenic as well as some of the beneficial microorganisms. We have discussed the relationship of those microorganisms with us. If you're new to the channel, then please do subscribe to the channel and show your support. Thank you.